Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fikrat. This video continues video series dedicated to learning Microsoft Fabric. In the previous sessions, we have learned to navigate Fabric's user interface, and we created a simple pipeline with copy activities, and we built dependencies between activities. Today we are going to explore another activity, which is stored procedure activity. So stored procedure activity is could be useful for transformation purposes or simply writing some information to your database. So that database could be um, Azure SQL database, Oracle database, or any other database. It can also be Lakehouse database, which we are going to look into in future videos. So let me show you the stored procedure I have created in Azure SQL database. So this is Adventure Work database that I have created based on sample. Um, and here I am creating this table, pipeline exec log tables, which has this identity column, so log ID identity column, and a few other columns uh, specified here. And this is a stored procedure, very simple stored procedure, which has number of parameters, and it just inserts this row, so it just inserts these values into the pipeline exec logs table. Okay, so let me open um, pipeline that we have created in Microsoft Fabric. Okay, so this is a pipeline that we have used in the previous lesson. So just to remind, so we have ADLS copy activities. So it is supposed to take JSON file and copy to uh, Lakehouse. Uh, I know that it will fail because the source file has been removed, but I want to log some error message when it fails. So I'm gonna to open Activities tab and add, so use this Store Procedure button to add new activity to Canvas. Because I'm expecting this procedure to run when my previous activity fails, I'm gonna use this on fail condition and draw an arrow here. Now I can configure my store procedure settings. I'll call this log error. And I move to settings. I can select connection. So this is a Azure SQL connection that I created earlier. I'll select store procedure. So this is my store procedure name. And now I can specify my parameters. I can add the parameters one by one manually. However, I'll use import button to make it easier. Okay, so I'll move this here so to see all the parameters. So you can see that all the store procedure parameters have been added here. Now I can go ahead and add parameter values. Um, I will say activity ADLS copy activity activity has failed due to missing source. I can supply these parameter values here manually, but I know that there are certain values that can be supplied from Fabric, so using system variables. So I'm going to use add dynamic content, and we'll open system variables. And you can see we have number of system variables available for me. So I'm going to use pipeline ID, which is GUID ID. So as you can see, as I select this, in the pipeline expression window, the Fabric adds an expression for me. I'll hit OK, and my value for pipeline ID value parameter has been supplied. So I'll use the same method to supply pipeline name parameter. Pipeline name, and we'll do basically same to add some other variables. So pipeline run ID is specific to each execution. So this is unique number generated on each pipeline run. And the workspace ID is internal workspace ID. System variables, workspace ID. Okay, so that my store procedure configuration is complete. Now I can save my pipeline and execute. All right, so as expected, my first activity has failed. And as soon as it failed, my store procedure activity started and it succeeded. So log error, I can click on input button and examine the parameters that I have passed to store procedure. So I can see pipeline ID, pipeline name. So this is JSON input. And if I head to database and run that, I'll see the row that we have added, so store procedure added to my table. So that concludes today's session. And thanks for watching. I will see you in next videos.